So, good morning everyone. This is Friday, July 22, 2022, and we are dealing with the Hindu Delhi edition, right? So, as usual, we'll be first identifying the most important news, followed by a detailed analysis of the same. So, without wasting time, let's move forward. So, I would like to congratulate Ms. Draupadi Murmu for being the first tribal president of India and the 15th president of India. Uh, She is an inspiration for all the people of India that anyone in India can rise to the largest, the biggest post in India, right? Okay, let's move forward. So, Dinesh Gunawardena likely to be named Sri Lanka PM. Okay, fine, fine. So, there is nothing else here. Let's see on this page. Okay, there is nothing else here. Nothing here. Nothing on both these pages. Okay, nothing there. There is this painting that is just used museum. Just know about this. Okay. Okay. We are going to do this. We have to see what is this Kaleshwaram. Okay, because it is the first time that I am seeing it in news. In Pegasus battle, the fight for surveillance reform. Okay, it is 1 year since Pegasus has been. Okay, we'll be doing this very briefly. New Delhi, Sri Lanka. New Delhi in Sri Lanka's India lifeline. Okay, we'll see is briefly this way. This also. Okay. We'll see the gist not required here anything. We'll do this. Mm-hmm. We'll do this. Okay, this is important. Okay, this is a good development. Let's see. So ECB, European Central Bank, right, has raised the rate by 50 basis points. So they are back in action. Means you see, US Fed is rising, RBI has also risen, and now ECB has also risen rates. Okay, all are rising rate to fight inflation. So we see how they can control. Okay. Fine, so we have identified the most important news. Now let's go back and analyze the same. So there were nothing on these pages as far as I remember, and we directly move on to the editorial page. Oh, no, this one was there. Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, right? Why it is not opening? What is the problem? Hmm. Okay, let's see. Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project is not eligible for inclusion under national project scheme as Telangana has not obtained mandatory investment clearance. Okay, so just know this. That's why I was looking for it, because this has been in news from 2-3 years. Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, Karnataka. Okay, just know this thing, nothing else. Okay, so we are there with editorial. Let's do the other news first, then we'll be doing editorial and text and context, please. Right. Karnataka tops Niti Aayog Innovation List Index. It has always topped. Last year also it was at top. So just know two things here. Niti Aayog publishes Innovation Index list. Okay, and Karnataka has topped. Karnataka, Telangana, Haryana. Okay, and as usual Bihar would be at last. No, it is as 15th this time. Okay. Why Karnataka tops? Due to Bangalore, right? It is a potential place. It is a place where most of the innovations, especially in field of communication technology, is taking place, right? So I don't think anything else is important. Only this is important. So Niti Aayog publishes the innovation index, and Karnataka has topped in it, right? Okay, women have right to safe abortion. Why I am doing this? Because it is part of personal liberty, and you know that it is then related to article 21, which is fundamental right, which is most important topic for UPSC. Unmarried women, the right to safe abortion violates her personal autonomy and freedom. Okay, the Supreme Court held. A bench led by Chandrachud, Justice Chandrachud, was hearing appeal of women who wanted to abort her 24-week pregnancy after relationship failed and her partner left her. The lower court has taken unduly restrictive view that her plea for safe abortion was not covered under MTP Act, and pregnancy arose from consensual relationship outside wedlock. Okay, justicing the lower court, the bench said live-in relationship has already been recognized by Supreme Court. There were a significant number of people in social mainstream who see no wrong in engaging in premarital sex. The law could be used to quench notion of social morality and unduly interference in their personal autonomy and bodily integrity. Key amendments. The court noted that amendment to the Act in 2021 has substituted the term husband with partner, a clear signal that law covers unmarried women within its ambit. A woman's right to reproductive choices is inseparable part of her personal liberty under Article 21 of Constitution. She has sacrosanct right to bodily integrity. The court quoted from precedents. The court said forcing a woman to continue her pregnancy would not only be violation of her bodily integrity but also aggravating her mental trauma. The court ordered medical board formed by AIMS to check whether it was safe to conduct the abortion of the on the woman and submit a report within week. Okay, the bench posted the case for August 2. Fine. So this is important due to its relation with Article 21, right? Else it is not so important. with respect to examination. Yes, you can have this as a case study in that section. What we say in the paper GS1 society section, right? Okay, Ukraine and Russia to sign grain deal. Why? They were at loggerheads. Ukraine were due on Friday to sign an elusive deal designed to help relieve a global food crisis caused by Black Sea grain exports. Okay, the first major agreement between the warring side comes with global food price soaring and people in some countries facing starvation. Yes, this is the problem, especially Africa is facing that. UN Secretary General was due to arrive in Turkey on Thursday for signing ceremony at Istanbul. Okay, lavish Dolmabahce Palace on Bosphorus Strait. The grain export agreement will be signed in Istanbul under the auspices of President Erdogan and Mr. Guterres together with Ukraine and Russia delegation. The Turkish leader spoke. Okay, fine. So to curb the soaring food inflation, this bill is being signed. Okay, that's a good sign. At least some sort of arrangement is made so that world does not starve. Even if we produce more than required food, then also we miss the entire humanity. Then also what is happening? Part of humanity is starving and is starving to death, right? So we have done this. Now let's go to the tutorial page now. Okay. So in the Pegasus battle, the fight for surveillance reforms, right? The gaps in intrusive is an intrusive surveillance framework are causing severe harm to India's democratic ideals. Okay, let's see. Now let's see who these two person are. I have seen them for the first time. Okay, okay. A year has passed since disclosure about Pegasus project. Okay, he has been aware of existence of Pegasus since October. Okay, fine. Official apathy and opaqueness. Executive will provide first response that government agencies will respond to the action given by the serious nature of the disclosure. But in July 18, the Minister of the MT, referring to press report, Etna refused to directly address the claim made by Pegasus project. He stated that existing legal framework prevents unauthorized surveillance. The former MT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has reported similarity to allegations over use of Pegasus. In response to disclosure by Pegasus Research in the nodal agency for Indian response, the team deals with cyber security. This is just verbose. WhatsApp statement is not compact as no accountability. This is just verbose. When it became evident that no answers were forthcoming from the executive and legislative bench, the victim turned towards judiciary and seek redressal. Okay, and they approached the Supreme Court, and the court started the hearing, and then hearing began, and on these dates there were okay, no accountability. Let's see if we can find something here. Perhaps commentators jumped the gun when they made the remark that Pegasus was India's Watergate movement. In aftermath of Watergate, the institutional response of the United States held the President Richard Nixon and others involved accountable, in which all branches of state acted on checks the abuse of power. But in India, the story continues to persist as one of the official stonewalling and no accountability in the site. Okay. Mm-hmm. So international actions on Pegasus. Apart from India, there is this France. Okay, another look. So they have basically written what had happened till in this 1 year, right? Dubai has been there and lack of accountability has led to these things. Overhaul the law, therefore a change in law is needed. And what is the change needed? Let's see. The IT Act and Indian Telegraph Act, which empowers government to surveil and concentrate surveillance power in hands of executive and do not contain any independent oversight provisions, judicial or parliamentary. Okay, these legislatures are from an era before spyware, such as Pegasus, were developed and thus do not respond to modern day surveillance industry. Unfortunately, the legislative proposals by Union government for surveillance reform do not exist. The proposed data protection law does not address this concern despite proposal from members of Joint Parliamentary Committee. Instead, the proposed law provides wide exemptions to the government relating to select agencies. Okay. Endangered right, the past year has showcased why the need for comprehensive. Okay, I give it a read. It is not required. I also misjudged this article. I thought something good would I'll get regarding cyber security, and it has given just the 1 year timeline what had happened, and then two statements that law should be reformed as our rights are endangered. These things we know. We need new points. We don't need old pointers every now and then. Advantage New Delhi's in Sri Lanka's India lifeline. There is much potential in humanitarian aid link. Okay. Now to deepen trade and investment linkages. Always humanitarian aid link is one of the best suited things in for trade and commerce. Okay, the mass protest eventually led to Gotabaya free the country on July 12. Deepening woes following the debt default and shortage of dollars, Sri Lankan economy is experiencing stagflation. Okay, inflation has spiraled to over 50%, transiting into higher food and fuel prices. Many families are surviving on one-day meal a day. The economy could contract by at least 6%. Some three-quarters of million people are becoming new poor. Sri Lanka worst economic crisis since independence rapid due to rapid recovery from COVID-19 pandemic. Russia-Ukraine conflict shook an economy mismanagement under administration of Rajpaksas. Sri Lanka is also facing challenges in getting foreign aid. Okay, as 60% of world's poorest country are also experiencing debt distress. Further, the prospect of second global recession in 3 years could dampen enthusiasm to support Sri Lanka. There are questions by some on the taxpayer, some on why taxpayer in another country should bail out a failed economy, such as Sri Lanka, when perception is that Sri Lanka debt default is largely on its own making, the result of mismanagement and corruption. The opportunity for India. India was first responder to Sri Lanka's desperate call. India has been motivated by unfolding humanitarian crisis affecting Sri Lanka people in political pressure from South India India for Indian intervention. The first 6 months, India aid worth $3.8 billion has flowed into Sri Lanka through loans, swaps, and grants. This is India's largest bilateral aid program in recent times. Supporting Sri Lanka could be India's best interest. Establishing Sri Lanka economy could prove to be a major win for India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi neighborhood first policy. Moreover, once Sri Lankan economy stabilizes, India can deepen its trade and investment linkages with Sri Lanka. Okay. This could spur regional integration and prosperity. On the other hand, unstable Sri Lanka economy could pose security risks to India and lead to flood of refugees across Pak Strait. This is an opportunity for India to strengthen. Yes, it is correct. Dimensions to Chinese aid. In recent years, China has emerged as major partner for Sri Lanka, especially for infrastructure projects. Right? Mm-hmm. Give it a read. Steps to take. This is important. There are 5 important items in the tray of the new administration. The government must show that it is serious about establishing the economy by conducting talks on IMF program. which will increase taxes and utility prices to raise revenue and increase interest rates to control inflation while preserving social welfare expenditure to protect the poor. It has to implement structural reforms to make economy more open to trade and investment and allow market forces to determine resource allocation. This means reducing barriers to trade and investment, cutting red tape, hampering business and privatizing loss making state-owned enterprises such as Sri Lanka Airlines and Ceylon Petroleum Corporation. It has to build a national consensus on implementing IMF program and reforms by UK. It has to restore rule of law and enforce strong anti-corruption, enforce rule of law and enforce strong anti-corruption policies. It has to reset foreign policies towards more neutral direction away from pro-China stances of Rajpaksas. With political will and right set of policies, Sri Lanka stands a sporting chance of achieving some economic normalcy within next 3 years. India stands to gain by supporting Sri Lanka in its hour of need. A friend in need is a friend in need. Yes. There is nothing wrong in supporting Sri Lanka. It's good to support our neighbors. Who is this? Nirupama Rao, Foreign Secretary. Yes. Subba Rao. Okay, Kerala monkeypox. Okay, Kerala detected the first case of monkeypox. The standard operating procedure prepared by Kerala government with regard to monkeypox is a detailed document which could outline the steps that need to be followed with regard to isolation, treatment, sample. Okay, the SOP it is all correct. All the districts were asked to strengthen field level surveillance. Cases with fever and rashes along with one or more of these symptoms, enlarged lymph node, headache, body ache and profound weakness. So these are the symptoms of monkeypox. Just know these things. No need to remember everything. The Supreme Court could be hearing the case pertaining to alleged use of Pegasus software later this month. The matter first reached it on October 27. Back then, a court constituted a committee to look into it. The Pegasus spyware can not only mop up information stored in the phone such as photos and contacts, but also can activate a phone camera and microphone and turn it into a spying device without owner's knowledge. Reports that appeared in July 2021 that in India at least 40 journalists, cabinet minister and holder of constitutional positions were probably subjected to surveillance using Pegasus. The Indian government has so far neither confirmed nor denied that it has deployed Pegasus for any operation. Will they ever confirm that they have used? No, they will never confirm. So it is a settled fact, even if they have used, right? So yes, with this we come to end of today's newspaper analysis. I hope you like it. If you like it, consider subscribing the channel, liking the content, commenting and sharing. So with this I say a goodbye to you all. Goodbye all. Study hard. Best of luck and Jai Hind.
So friends, I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video with your friend. Follow us on Telegram as well. Also, keep studying hard, keep following your dreams and keep tuned to our channel. Comment below for any suggestion. Till then, goodbye, good luck, keep studying hard.